right? If you go to one of Malcolm's first interviews, the biggest part of the interview was why you drop your slave name and take the X.
That's right. Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
It's introducing X marks the spot. Malcolm is Malcolm Little, Detroit Red, running the red herring to bring back the chickens off of a Sam Cooke, Little Red Rooster that brings the chickens back home to roost. That's why the statement was so controversial. So they tagging the future generations of young chiefs. They
Yeah.
giving them X's.
Like Generation X. I'm from Generation X. Yeah.
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 They make it popular in what culture? Hip hop culture.
That's right.
Remember?
Yeah.
Remember when we was walking around, everybody had a jacket with a big ass X on it?
That's right.
This
It was
Elijah Muhammad slowly creeping up on us.
interesting.
You can preach the need to change, but you can't change too much too fast or you'll cause resentment.
Yeah. So you have to do a slow walk
Right.
to success.
Now, the X ties back into the masonry, the crossbones,
Yes. Yes.
but his didn't have a skull. That means that he didn't have to kill nobody
The
to
one of
own the X.
that's right.
But the one with the skull on it is the symbol for the pirate, but it's also the symbol for the poison.
That's right. Interesting.
All of that stuff connected. Unified field theory. If you use an X one place, it's connected to every X everywhere else.
Absolutely. And the X
If
can
you and
the
if
X
you dominate the energy of the X, then you can control the flow of the energy through your lens by controlling the X.
interesting. So you think unbeknownst to the Bioborg Elon, he named it X with that in mind, or was it like more of a blind
Well,
action?
let me just get this out the way. I think Elon Musk is a whole android.
Well, let me do a
Just
Google.
like Mark Zuckerberg
I agree.
is the same thing as Data from Star
Data.
Trek.
Yes, yes, yes. You're speaking my
I
language.
and I believe that. Okay, now let's do a little background on Elon Musk. We did a little background on X, a little background on Kendrick. Now,
Okay.
Elon Musk comes from the Emerald Mines
Mm-hmm.
of South Africa.
Mm-hmm. From Canada, by way of Canada.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Now, where is the Emerald City?
In Oz.
What does Oz mean? It means strong,
Yes, yes.
right? The 5% acronym for God, Gomer Oz Dabar. Wisdom, strength, and beauty,
Hmm.
right? Now, if he's the son of the one who was mining the emerald, that means his daddy was a puppet master pretending to be a power wielder behind the curtain. He
Master.
didn't go in the direction of his dad. So his
Yeah.
dad tried to defame and demean him,
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Now, remember what we just said about Drake honoring his father,
Hmm.
take the L on his father's side to turn it into a seven.
Interesting. Yes.
But Elon is not trying to get out of the father line. He's trying to get on the money line
That's right.
and
At
on
the top.
and on the knowledge. So
Hmm.
he's not flipping sevens and L's, he's flipping X's and O's.
Mm.
He's just looking to be accepted for who he is, and X marks the spot.
And mine data, because that's what he does as an android.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, before it was X, it was called Twitter.
Twatter.
Mhm. Twitter is a tweeter.
Tweet, tweet. Remember
A
Tweetly?
tweeter is a little speaker
Yes, yes.
shaped like a O,
Hmm. Yes.
X over O.
Oh, you're brilliant. Oh my God, you're brilliant. Holy
Okay, now.
cow. The zombies are in the chat like right now because we were on until 4 a.m. talking about X's and O's and what the X means. Oh, snap. Go ahead, Chief. You
Okay,
earned
so
that name.
so now he's flipped the X,
Holy cow.
right? That's to free up the communication, because that's why he say he bought it, because they
Yep.
were censoring everybody. So he bought it. What else did he threaten to buy?
Twitter, what's the other thing? That thing
TikTok.
everybody, TikTok, which is TikTok, like count TikTok. Yeah.
It's the clock.
Yeah.
You didn't notice, no, most people didn't notice all of the 17s associated with the end of the TikTok. Q all over it. 17, it was down 17 hours.
That's right. For a
It
switch,
was re,
for a
it was
swap.
reactivated in the military time at 1717.
What do you think? It was taken over. Do you think it was, I think it was taken over so that they can covertly take
They
all,
never took it over.
they just basically reset it or just, it was
Mhm.
capped? It wasn't,
Okay, ask yourself this: when do the clock stop?
when does the clock stop?
Hmm. When you playing a game.
I don't know.
The clock only stops during timeouts and game endings.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah.
Which takes us back to Kendrick. Uncle Sam exits stage left. He ain't coming back ever.
So
It's the
this is
rules.
the game.
It's
This,
the it's that's the rules to the Hollywood rules that they got out of Broadway.
that's
At
right.
the end of the play, the
Stage left.
ones who gotta
That's
go
right.
get redressed, they exit stage
Stage
right. They
left.
got another
That's right.
scene to play.
That's right. That's right.
The ones exit stage left, they don't come back. They scenes is up. They getting dressed to go home or watch the rest of the play.
Can I ask you, Rod, a personal question?
Yeah.
Are you are you an extraterrestrial?
I'm an Earth terrestrial.
Are you a hybrid of an ape man?
Yes.
I think so. I think so. But I'll just leave it there.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you exactly who I am. I am the firstborn of the Earthborn, parthogenic son to the Great Mother.
I know that's right. Can I
I
tell you?
was created
Yeah.
by approval of the Earth Mothers, and Prime Creator as a defender to the Earth.
I see that. Mm.
Earth threats take on different forms. So Morpheus transformed like Decepticons. The way I go hard, just call me Genghis Khan. Sound the alarm. I'm about to set it off.
Oh, that.
Okay, so the key is, how do they call me when they need me? It's a monkey key.
That's right.
When the elephant comes to town with a monkey on her back, that means a new matriarch arrives with a young monkey. He's monkey flipping for keys his whole childhood
Mhm.
as an ear hustler, because the hustle is in the blood. It's the nature. Now pair the nature with the nurture, because mama got to convince him to use wisdom over force,
Right.
right? So the wisdom of the mother, as the child sit at the feet of the master, dribbles on the heads of the babes. He is now anointed with mama's words of wisdom. And now he has to figure out what she want him to do when she ain't here to tell him.
Mhm.
Because she already told him, he just didn't know she told him. He got to figure it out. Even if he don't think he that smart. He's smarter than he think,
He's way smarter than he thinks. Yeah. Yeah.
right? Because there's no big eyes and no little U's, so he ain't never felt he was better than nobody, but he sure as hell ain't felt nobody was better than him.
Mm. Go ahead, Monkey King.
So if you level the playing field and we play the game level, all of the ones that can't walk straight, we can see them walking like drunk men across the board.
Oh,
Remember what Tupac said?
yep,
This us in the middle.
yep.
What we do? We bump straight.
Hmm.
The ones on the right, overly righteous, get stuck in the church.
Yep,
The ones on the left, overly wicked, they get stuck in the street.
that's right. The one in the middle is the ones that
We
hold the
come
line.
in teams.
Yeah,
It's a relay race. We come in teams. It's a relay race. The boy king always precedes the old wise man. That's why they tell you that the wisdom comes from the mouth of babes. So hopefully you listen to the boy king. If you listen to the boy king, you won't never have to see that old grumpy old man that's to come after. Because this next guy coming after me, he ain't gonna have no mercy. And I ain't got none.
mm.
I got the same mercy they had when they was cutting babies out of mama's wombs.
Mm.
So if you want mercy, you go get it from that motherfucker. You ain't gonna get it from me.
Mm.
You get the same mercy she got. The good thing about me is easy to placate me. Give everybody what they deserve, good, bad, or indifferent, and you won't have to worry about me doing it for you.
That's right.
My chief said I got a brain bang. I want to go out in the street, test some shit up. He telling me about hitting some books and going to a library.
You want to do stuff in real time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I want to go get stuck to the left for a little while before I bump back straight.
You might have a moment in the next couple months. You know what I mean? It's getting a
Well, it's
little,
gonna come a time real soon where a lot of good people gonna have to do some real bad stuff to some real bad people in order to make things right.
it balances out the beams though. You know, you straggle
Yep.
too far left and right, you end up having to find your way to the middle eventually by, engaging. Light can't exist without the dark and vice versa. So it's best to be somewhere in the gray. You know what I mean?
You can't tell me you peaceful when you harmless.
Exactly.
But if you dangerous, I swear you peaceful.
It's true.
The big trick is we have all of the real power, but we don't understand that the psychological consolidation of power is more important than the physical gathering in the location.
Absolutely.
This is why I had to go through the social media route. I don't like this shit. I do not like social media.
Me either. It's messy. And
Very.
it's hard to because there's so many non-validated characters online who utilize the untouchable the reason they utilize the fact that you can't touch them to gaslight and you know
But I
do
come
stuff.
from Generation X. If we wanted to cancel a motherfucker, we had to do it to their face.
Always, always in real time, 3 o'clock. What time? 3 o'clock after school. You have
We
a
standing,
conversation face
we
to face.
standing in, we be standing in their doorway, looking in the doorway while the teacher can't see you.
3 o'clock
They
of the
be in there crying.
yeah. In New York, we say on site.
So
On site.
yeah, that was later on. We had the sign language first. But look, the on site came when people start having the ability to do it over the text message.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. On
'Cause
site.
if you had to call somebody's house on
That's
a
a problem.
rotary phone and y'all got beef, you might as well just go over their house.
That's true. No, no. It always happened like that. You get the secret knock, and it's not much of a secret after you open the door. Plenty
Yep.
of scraps like that. Yeah. It was a beautiful time. We were talking about it. Living in Generation X, we were like Pharaoh on the streets, no phones, no cell phones. We survived.
And we
We
be laughing about stuff we did as children that we don't even know how we did it. So we wouldn't even know how to tell the child today to do it.
uh, it's just it was just by experience, by chance, you know what I mean? We lived every day like it was just a new day to do anything. There were no restrictions.
We
Yeah,
were adventurers.
absolutely. Yeah. I used to tell them, I always tell people there was no cameras around. What you did, you did. You know what I mean? It was your word against mine. You know what I mean?
You know that term, porch monkey,
Yeah.
since we monkeying around?
Mhm.
You know the origin of it.
No, tell me.
So most of the stay at home men, they gorilla clan.
Oh,
And they children is always stronger than everybody else child.
it's true.
You see these little 1-year-old muscle bound babies
Yep. Babies, babies,
and
babies.
they be climbing up on stuff.
Hmm.
Right. Because the totem of the, of the father is the gorilla, orangutan, a spider monkey, they start referring to the babies at Big Mama house that was trapped in that wraparound porch. Cause we ain't had no playpen.
No, no.
And they babies, all of the Gorilla Clan babies, they still won't hold them. They climbing out.
They like they're like pure like animals, like savages.
You just can't. They can't be confined.
That's beautiful though.
They
We
can't be
need non-confinedness. We need people
right.
that
You
no border can stop them. Can't
that's
stop.
them, and they always get picked out first by the big boys on the yard. And this is where you get your term. Don't you run your puppy ass off this porch that you can stomp with the big dogs.
No.
Big Mama is telling them, baby, they took all our stuff that we used as endearments and they turned them into derogatory epithets.
Mhm.
Like we don't know when they calling us a coon, they talk about a very specific tribe out of Mississippi. That same tribe Lori Lightfoot from.
I didn't know that.
I mean, we call them coon, the Coon Clan, because they all get black around the eyes. The older they get, the blacker they get around the
That's
eyes.
interesting. Yeah, and I know people from those areas that have that. Yeah,
Yeah, that's the Coon Clan. And they was hated.
like raccoons, that
Yeah,
little.
they look, the settlers hated them because they warfare method was wait till the colonizer go to sleep and steal all this shit.
Like raccoon coming in their garbage, going in the bag, going under the.
Right.
What? I didn't
So
know.
they became the most hated of the colonizers. Imagine you go to sleep with a Gatling gun and you wake up with a box sitting there where it used to be.
So the coons were like raccoons, like pirates of the night.
Yeah, that's what their job was. But see, they was being overseen by what we call the Black Wolf Clan, those who wear the wolves. This is where your
Hmm.
werewolf
Hmm.
stories come from.
Yes, yes.
These them 6'8" Mississippians, them Tuscaloosa, Alabama brothers,
They big, they
wearing
strong too.
yeah, they pick up your engine with their bare hands,
Hmm. Hmm.
right? And they dressed up like a giant wolf, and they standing just out of sight in case they wake up and attack the Coon Clan. They gonna get ravaged by the wolves. We fought together. They needed to separate us.
Hmm.
Look, the Irish came over here long before Columbus, and they settled in the Appalachian Mountains.
That's right. Hmm.
And they was the ones who gave us the snipers
Mm.
because the tribes that they used to hunt with used to teach them how to use.
What's up, y'all?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. What's on your mind? What you want to talk about?
Ooh, I ain't even gonna lie. I've been sitting here so long, I ain't even think you was gonna call on me.
What?
I got a couple of things. I could say that I want to start with I had DM you on Instagram a while ago about I was asking you about just stuff with the matriarch
Mhm.
because I was watching a couple of videos and after I actually DM you and you pointed me back to myself, I was like, okay, um, we're gonna see where this goes. So instantly, my mom Okay, so so
Wait,
my
wait, wait,
mom's,
wait, 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 wait. I need you to do me a favor.
yeah,
I need you to take a deep breath
yeah.
and let it out slow. Relax.
Okay,
Just relax.
okay. So my mom's house, I had realized that it's like a major altar, and that this whole time it was communicating to me. And so I used to feel like I was going crazy in this house. And then um as I started, she likes to collect local stuff.
This your
And
mom, right? Okay,
yeah,
I'm
my mom.
trying to make sure I'm on the same page.
Yeah, my mom, she is Caucasian. And
She said your
so
mom though, ain't she?
yeah,
Okay. That
yeah.
ain't gonna stop her from being your mom, is it?
No.
Okay, so we don't even have to add that into the conversation because
Okay.
we're in a no racist zone over here.
Okay. Okay. So basically, she likes to collect local stuff like books, art, and there's just a lot of she likes to collect a lot of valuables from like just different generations.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's a lot of like my grandma's paintings and stuff, and there's murals on the walls, and there's a lot of symbolism within the house. And so I I started realizing that the house was communicating to me whenever I was trying to go to like different elders in the family and asking about like my dad's side, just to try to figure out more about my bloodline. And nobody knew anything. So I was like, okay. And then when I realized that her house was communicating to me by me just being curious and looking at some of the books that she had in the house, I started looking up like different last names. And I I came to find out that this land that she lives on, like it was in the family before they moved here. And I didn't know how that had happened because like my mom, she didn't know, but she's really deep into like genealogy. And she thought I was lying.